Welcome to the Theater of Others podcast. My name is Adam Marple, and I'm the co-artistic director of the Theater of Others. With the COVID-19 pandemic forcing a shutdown and reevaluation of space and gathering, we at the Theater of Others are thinking about what stories we need and how best we can share them. We believe space is psychology, and it informs the way in which an audience interacts and reacts to what is presented to them. We create uniquely theatrical events in bespoke sensory performance spaces crafted to encourage curiosity and grant the audience permission to commune with the play. Now that space has moved online, how can we encourage interaction and action amongst an audience virtually? The Theater of Others produces plays that both welcome and challenge the audience. We are committed to international collaboration and are a laboratory that helps artists grow through intensive study of their craft. The Theater of Others creates a shared community of artists and audiences for the purpose of exploring the most profound issues of our lives and times. We believe the play watches the audience. The audience is necessary, and they are witness to what happens. And you get to be witness to us making that happen. The purpose of this podcast is to open up our process and let you in. We're peeling back the curtain, so to speak, and encouraging you to follow along, to ponder, prod, and question, to join us and criticize us if need be. Being a witness is no passive task, and it requires much from you. Are you up for the journey?
On the podcast today from Melbourne, Australia, are co-artistic directors Budi Miller and myself in Cairo, Egypt. This podcast contains explicit language.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Budi.
How you going?
What a year it's been. We did some things.
You like that, Jack? Jack likes that riff. That riff was for Jack. That was for Chiquina.
Mm-hmm.
I did a special. That was my special 2023 riff.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm sure he loves the audio spikes.
Spike.
Exactly. Yeah. Mix and master that, Jack.
Oh, the best is like, okay, it's like the American Idol audition. Okay, I'm going to sing from Wicked, Elphaba's Wicked song.
Yeah, dog. I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. Dog.
I could be the first American Idol that doesn't sing.
There you go. It's all in the back of the throat. You get up there and do some Mongolian throat singing.
I could be the first American Idol that doesn't sing.
Mm-hmm.
You like my hair? Like my updo? You like my updo? My updo?
Yes, exactly. It's beautiful. I love it. Aisha's work is really doing you proud.
Aisha don't play, y'all. Aisha in DC, y'all. If you want to get your hair braided, go to Aisha's. They start at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's like 50 ladies there that will braid you down. Where are you?
I am
Nancy Drew.
I'm in Alexandria, Egypt. My first time here. Really glad I've come here. I wanted to visit here for a while. I had a friend who was working here last year and told me he's like, it's so very different than Cairo. And yeah, so Alexandria is really cool. Really cool. I'm going to visit a Greek amphitheater today. I was at the Greco-Roman Museum yesterday. Like, it's just a very different feel. It's on the Mediterranean, so it's windy and cool and nice. And yes, I really like Alexandria.
So the name sounds familiar.
Named after Alexander the So-So, otherwise known as Alexander the Great.
Oh, you mean Alexander the meh?
Alexander the Mediocre.
Alexander
the He didn't call me. Alexander the He didn't call me.
Alexander. Oh no, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. That's him exactly. Yes.
Oh, that Alexander.
That old Alex. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So it's
Mm-hmm. It's old.
It's an old city.
It's so old that they can't build anything because it will be on top of something else. So
Wow.
it's not built up. It's not skyscrapers like Cairo is. It's not spread out. It's low, which is great. And you can see the sea, and you can feel the wind, and there's plenty of greenery around, and it's a very different feel than Cairo. And the people are very different here as well. I think everybody in Egypt would say Alexandrians are very laid back. It's Mediterranean, right? It's a Mediterranean city, so it's just kind of
Mm.
like it's very Italian and Greek influenced. So yeah.
So Alexander the Great named it.
Mm-hmm.
The Greeks built an amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to know is, how's the coffee?
I don't drink coffee, so it's hard to say.
Okay. How's the how's the fish?
I don't eat fish, so
Oh.
it's hard to say.
Okay. How are the cocktail bars?
It's Egypt, so there really aren't any cocktail bars.
Okay. But it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Yes, it's lovely to see green and blue at the same time. Yes.
How far is Alexandria from Cairo?
It's about a 2.5 hour, 3 hour
Oh
bus
shit.
ride. Yeah, very easy. Very
Okay.
easy.
It's
Why have
far.
I? It's not far. It's not far. It's not.
Two and a
It's
half hours is far, Adam.
How long do you take to get to your house every day from Melbourne?
50 minutes.
Round trip every
50
single day. So
an
an
hour,
hour
an
and 40
hour
minutes.
and some change.
Exactly.
But that's
Yeah,
back and
where I'm
forth.
at.
Wait, is that one trip or that's round trip?
No, it's 2 hours here, 2 hours back, and
You said
it's
two and a half hours. You said 2.5 hours. So that's a 5 hour commute. That's
well,
why
I'm
you
not
that
commuting. There's nobody
but
commuting.
that's but I'm saying that's why you didn't move there.
Yes, no, for
It
sure.
wasn't
No,
logical for you to work at Cairo and
it's
move to
illogical.
Alexandria.
But if I could, I would.
Oh,
Yes.
now that's a different
Yeah,
story. If
that's a
you
different story.
could, you
If I
would.
could make it work, I would. Yes, I would absolutely live
You know
here
what
and work there.
Adam, do you know what they say? Do you know what
What
they
do they say,
say?
Budi? I don't know what they
They
say.
say, if you could, you would.
That's a well-known adage. Yes.
Do you know what my stepdad says?
What does he
My
say?
stepdad says, it's better to have and not need than to
Mm.
need and not have. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You got to what? Stay ready so you ain't got to do what, Adam Marple?
Be ready.
Get ready. Not be ready.
Get
Get
ready.
ready.
Get ready. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a
Be
while. It's been a
ready.
while. It's been a
You,
while. We haven't seen each other in a
be,
while. I don't know. It's
Adam, do I have to retrain you? Have you turned?
you may
Oh
have to.
no, are you turning into a white man?
As much as I try not to be, there's no getting around it.
No. No. It's like that Saturday Night Live episode when they're like Beyonce's black?
Beyonce's black.
No.
What's the movie with Gene Wilder and
Oh no.
Richard Pryor?
No. No.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
Oh my
I
god.
love that. What? I'm black? No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Or then you got
Yeah.
you got the jerk.
The Jerk, yes. Steve Martin growing up with that black family.
Oh my
It's great.
god. I look, this is what's so horrible. It's fucking hilarious, and I have to keep my PhD away from that film.
That's a great film. That's a great film.
It is a great film, but I realized that sometimes knowledge is not the not the tea, because I find myself at times going, "Oh my god, just stop, Budi. You don't have to PhD this. Enjoy the romance novel."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I was like, there's a Lead Me Astray. Lead Me Astray is a really good romance novel. I recommend everybody read it. I finished it over the holiday. Oh my god, we've done. Oh wait, I did speak to you when I was in Upstate New York, yes.
Yes, you did. Yes, we did speak when you were
Like when
upstate
I
New
was
York.
very
Yes,
far upstate.
in the prison cell of the dorm room that they had given you.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. And I saw my mama on Thanksgiving. And so when I saw my mama on Thanksgiving, I gave her Lead Me Astray.
Hmm.
Now,
A romance novel.
this book has vampires, werewolves,
Uh huh. Yeah.
psychic individuals,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Ghost sex.
Ooh.
Now, this is for Stephen Galtney. There is a term that we now use amongst us writers in the 8 Years Left writers group. Shout out to Jackie Snow, Emily Moeller, and Stephen Galtney. Wait, Emily doesn't know this one yet. Well, she's gonna know now. We decided when we were at the deli in New York, uh, was it the something daughters?
Daughters.
Russ and daughters, yes. Because I was telling him about this romance novel because I was having an existential crisis because of this PhD. So I'm telling him
Hmm.
about this romance novel, and I was like, I don't understand. I don't know how a ghost comes, but a ghost comes. So now when there is air in the room or is there space and you know how people say that like like when like people stop talking they say a ghost walked by. It's ghost come. It's ghost come. So I start thinking there's this psychic who has a body that is not um cis. And I was like, so essentially she can only have sex with werewolves and ghosts? And then I was
Okay.
like, calm down, Booty. Calm down. It's just a romance novel. Enjoy the ghost come. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Just. There you go. Yep.
Do not put your bell hooks on this.
No. No. Just.
Do not put your bell hooks on this.
Just
Do
summer
not.
reading, beach reading. Just.
Summer beach reading. Do not ring your bells. Do not
Mm-mm.
ring your bells.
Mm-mm. Indeed.
So with that in mind, enjoy Lead Me Astray. Well, because this is what I learned from Bell Hooks is she read a romance novel a day. Now, that's another thing. How could someone read a book a day without an audiobook? Audiobooks, I could do that. Turn it up, go fast, I could do that. With your eyes, my eyes get tired. And my eyes get tired. I can't read really fast with my eyes. But with my ears, baby, turn it up to 3. All I gotta say, turn it up to 3. How fast do you read, Adam?
Not a book a day. I wish. I always was envious of speed readers. But I'm also not a slow reader. I'm somewhere in between those two. Uh, I don't enjoy audiobooks like as much as you do. I like the tactile texture in my hands and going away and being private somewhere with it. So,
Yeah,
to
in the
each his own.
toilet.
Yeah, in the toilet, exactly. But
You and my husband.
I listen to podcasts at a higher speed. So
And that drives me crazy.
I know he does. And you
You,
listening to
you
audiobooks in the
listen to
bathtub drive me crazy.
I do. I do. It's like and it drives my husband crazy. Oh my god, I married my best friend.
Hmm. Indeed.
And it was my best friend who told me that I should marry him. So it's wait a minute. Are you two conspiring against me? I feel like Hermia. Are you
Hmm.
two conspiring against me?
I meant for you to marry me, but you married him instead, and that was a good enough alternative. So
Adam, I can't marry a white man. I'm sorry. I love you.
I know, I know.
I love you, but I can't I'm I can't marry a white man.
I get it. I get it.
That's just my slave fantasy like come to getting
God.
too meta for me. That's just too meta for me.
Move into the big house.
Oh yeah.
If you had a house.
If I had a house. My God, I'm
You don't have a
homeless.
house out of Marple?
I'm currently homeless. I can't find a place to live. It's
Oh no, homeless in Egypt. Oh my God,
I don't
that's
want
your
to
new.
talk about
Those
it.
are memoirs.
There you go. That's
Homeless
my
in
romance
Egypt.
novel.
Adam Marple's
That's
memoirs.
that's my romance novel.
Home,
Yeah,
homeless in Egypt. How the how I sank the Nile.
exactly. And instead of vampires and werewolves, we'll have mummies and priests. Yeah, there we go.
And hello, Indiana Jones.
Indiana, of course, you got to
Hello.
have an Indiana. You have to have an Indiana
You have to have
Jones
a white
and
man.
romance,
Hello.
of course.
Egypt
White
doesn't exist
savior
without a white man.
without a
Hello, you
white
need a white
savior. Without
savior.
exactly Alexander the Great. Hello.
Hello. I wasn't gonna say it, but you brought it up. I wasn't gonna put a PhD on it. I was gonna put a PhD on it. You need to find out what the original name was before Alexander made it his.
I will do that. I was at the museum yesterday. I should remember what it was. Yes.
Get the right name. We'll call it that.
See, it wasn't just Alexander the Great. It was also Mark Antony and Cleopatra were here. So like this is where it's all kind of at. So you trade
Oh,
one
you in
white
the
savior
city
for
of
another white
love.
savior.
And
Exactly.
you're in the city of love, gaslight, and betrayal.
That's your romance novel. Gaslight and Betrayal by
Ah!
Budi.
Or what was it? My homeless in Egypt. A story of gaslight and betrayal
There you go.
in the city of love.
Yeah. A memoir by Adam Christopher Marple. Or as they say here, or as they call me here, American director professor Adam Christager.
Oh my God, that's a nom de plume, Adam Christager.
Adam Christager.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Well, look, I'm glad our listeners are. They missed this. They missed us talking, honey. They
Yeah, we haven't
missed
done it in a
us,
long time. It's been at least a month since we've had a regular
girl.
episode.
How dare we give them different programming?
We like to mix it up. We want to feed all bellies of all kinds. So
It's true. That's true. We did go off brand for a moment, but we're back, kids. We are back in action,
that's right. That's right.
and it's the end of the year.
It is. Listening to this in real time. It's Christmas Day, and it's the end of the
Oh,
year.
holy night! It's Christmas Day and the beginning of what? Kwanzaa.
That's right. Yes, the end of the year, 2023, wrapping it up, moving into 2024.
What's your favorite
Goodbye,
Christmas carol?
2023. My favorite Christmas carol is
Yeah.
"Oh Holy Night." "Oh Holy Night."
Really?
Yeah, I like that high note.
Oh, really?
Or
Can you?
or no, I can't. I used to. Could sing those things.
I need to
But
see Adam as a choir boy.
no, we don't need to do that. But if like I were to think of like something you play on the radio, it would be the Bing Crosby David Bowie um mashup. The what is it? Oh
Uh,
Drummer Boy. Um, oh, what is it? You know it. You know it. You'll hear it. And you'll be like, oh yeah. Bing
why is
Crosby,
it
David
so
Bowie.
conservative? Why can't you have like all I
David,
want for Christmas is you?
because that plays way too much. It's.
What?
I'm sorry, Mariah. It's
What?
too much.
Okay. What about George Michael and Wham? This Christmas.
Yeah, okay, sure. I like David Bowie. David Bowie. It's so beautiful and soft. It's lovely.
I do like David Bowie, but you know we had problems with David Bowie and his fetishes. But I won't put a PhD on it. I won't put a PhD on it. That's what we're going to say from now on. When we don't want to go deep, we want to stay superficial on the surface. Don't stamp it. Just don't stamp it, Budi. Just let it pass the desk. Don't stamp it. Oh, speaking of passing the desks,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about Miss Denver and their Supreme Court?
I don't think it's gonna last very long, but it's
Wait a minute. Why? Why, Adam Marple?
it'll go to the U.S. Supreme Court and it'll be overturned, and it won't mean anything. But as a symbolic victory, it was lovely, but it
But
won't last very long.
isn't the law, isn't hasn't he been found guilty with insurrection?
Sure, in a state court, but that won't mean anything if it
We're
gets
talking about
overturned
the
in the
orange
federal
guy,
court.
y'all. We're talking about the orange
Yeah,
guy. For those of you who don't know what's happening, we're talking about the orange guy.
it won't. It again, it won't matter. He's Teflon. Everything just nothing sticks to him, and nothing will happen. But as a symbolic victory, it's fine. But they're raising money off of it, so again, it doesn't really mean anything. I don't have faith in the judicial system.
Ye- uh, s- Well, there's a lot of things have been happening in the judicial system lately.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're guilty, sometimes you're not.
and he seems to be not guilty in a lot of ways.
The orange guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you've actually done it. It's if this court says you did or not. So
But see, that's the travesty because when things are actually true and justice is served, people are so used to like going off of public opinion and the fanaticism of feelings. We
mhm,
can't have laws.
exactly, exactly. We're in a post-law world.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, you put some PhD stank on it. So how is that PhD coming along, Adam Marple?
I don't want to talk about it. I have to find a home first before I start
Okay.
thinking about long-term future prospects. But
Okay. Okay. So
possibly,
everyone,
possibly,
let's all come let's all pray for a Christmas miracle, Christmas Day.
exactly, exactly,
Let's
exactly.
all
I want to
close our eyes.
wake up on Christmas morning, open my shutters to my home, and go, "It's a Christmas miracle! You there,
Yeah.
boy? Get me a goose."
Yes. We're gonna pray for Adam Marple to have a domicile within the new
Please,
year. Om
please,
Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. it is done, and so it shall be.
please, Ganesha, move
Inshallah.
all
Inshallah.
obstacles. Exactly.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Yes.
Inshallah. That was one thing I loved being in Dubai for. Like I could feel this is it, this is interesting because uh Chris Farmer in DC,
Hmm.
my best friend, Miss Girl, not the best friend, a best friend.
I
You
was
know
going
the
to
difference,
say
right?
there are like 9 best friends. Yes.
You know the difference. The best friend and a best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only
Best.
one the.
Yes. But
There's
many,
many
many bests.
A's.
Many bests, though.
Maybe I should call you my bestest friend.
There you go. I'll take it.
Yeah. You're my bestest friend.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
the one I talk to all the time. You're the one I
Yes.
see all the time. You're my
Indeed.
bestest friend. You're-
The
Even though you
bestest.
don't pick up my phone calls, you don't pick up my phone calls.
I'm an elder millennial. I don't like phones.
That sounds like a D and D character, an elder
Elder
millennial.
millennial. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's you fight them off. It's the big bad boss. Exactly. The elder millennial sitting around complaining. I can't find a job or a house. What's going on?
Aye,
Ah.
aye, aye,
Yeah.
aye. What was I talking about, Adam Marple?
Chris Farmer? I don't know.
Oh, yes. Miss Farmer. She was like, how is Dubai? Because she was expecting like, oh, Dubai is it's Vegas, But
Hmm.
I didn't I know that part exists. You see it. You can't miss it.
Hmm.
But because of why we were there and the different places that we were going and interacting with, I
Hmm.
was able to experience a completely different kind of Dubai. And also and then when we had opportunity to speak to Emiratis, it was quite impactful. But I think the biggest thing for me is that even though it's Las Vegas, this connection to spirituality and God is still vibrant and clear, and you can feel it. Not only
Mm.
can you see it in the representation of how people are dressed, but you can also feel it. I felt like when I was in my prayers and manifestations and meditations that they were like really charged and happening like real time because it's a spiritual place, just like Bali. You know, it's like when you're in a place where prayer is happening all the time.
Yeah.
You must experience that in Egypt as well. It's like
Yeah.
prayer is all day long. You can
Yeah.
feel the vibe.
There's a very different feel over here in terms of um yeah, God isn't a concept that exists on Sundays.
Yeah.
God is around all the time. And
Yeah.
it's infused in everything that is done, which so like inshallah or alhamdulillah, which is the
What's
way of saying
hamdulillah? What's
ham-
hamdulillah?
alhamdulillah is thank goodness, thank God. Like, oh, thank God we did that. Or inshallah is more like God willing, hopefully.
Yeah.
And it's
Love
and
it.
it's every and every conversation has those sprinkled all the way through. It's like if God wants me to have that, if God wants me to do that, if that is what is ordained for me to have, then that is where I will go. And so it's just sprinkled all the way through. And um, that's the kind of the I don't want to say fatalism, but also the kind of like acceptance of you know
But see, I don't
okay,
think inshallah is it's fatalistic, and it's
no
interesting
no
because
no no not
I
not
was
not
having a
fatalistic.
conversation with Miracle Jack. Miracle Jack, hi Miracle. We were reunited with Miracle Jack in Dubai as well. So it was like it was like the serendipitous happenings that we often happen and often happens in Bali.
Yeah.
Like, and because I'm a really high level spiritual person, just in my everyday being, like things just happen, interactions happen, and because of the this concept of insert shalad, what I was talking that's what I was thinking of. When I was talking to Miracle, because Miracle's living there, and he was like, you know, the kids say it and they say it when when their homework's not done, and it drives me crazy. I said, yeah, but the origins of that is so beautiful. Inshallah,
Mm,
God willing, is the greatest way to just surrender to everything that's happening right now. To
mm,
to to, to they say that real real forgiveness is giving up the hope that you can ever change the past.
yeah.
And so when you say inshallah, it's bigger than hope,
Hmm.
because when you're saying inshallah, you know that God will take care of what God wants to have happen.
Yeah. When I say fatalism, I don't mean like doom and gloom fatalism. I mean in the terms of like Stoic philosophy of amor fati, the love of fate. Whatever is going to
Mm,
happen is exactly what is should be happening, and I shouldn't fight what is happening in this moment. I have to go with it. I have to trust that there's a plan and that this is what is for me. I love that. I love that fate. So that's what I mean by fatalism of like this was not supposed to happen. This was
yeah,
supposed to happen. And if I want
yeah.
to sit here and fight what was supposed to be, then I'm just going to make myself messed up for that. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And this makes me. I have a book to recommend. I think I have. I highly recommend "When Things Fall Apart" by Pema Children. "When Things Fall Apart" by Pema Children. It's exactly what we're talking about. What I love, and this is something I think maybe. Why don't you read this in the next? Read this in the next couple of days. It's a short book. I think it'll give you some good juju for the new year and how you're transitioning into finding a home. But she talks about um that we think that things are coming to a completion, and or
Mm,
that we've solved the problem, or that we've gained success or something, we've conquered something. But and then all of a sudden it falls apart,
mm,
and then we fall into this sense of fear and distress. And she says it's attached to hope. So you have to actually, the Buddhists believe you have to get rid of hope, and
mm,
that there is no completion, and that things come together and fall apart.
mhm.
And that image to me was so fantastic,
Yeah.
because when I think about all the different times where I felt that things have fallen apart, happened in moments that I believed that that was the end.
Mm,
I've reached the pinnacle. Okay, this is the job that I'm supposed to have. This is the place I'm supposed to live. This is the partner I'm supposed to have, right? And it
mhm.
just
I came
I think the
across
reason
something.
why go ahead, go ahead,
Oh,
go ahead, go
no,
ahead,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
please, please, please continue, continue.
Well, it's just one quick one. It's and I just think that's the reason why my relationship with my husband has survived so long because I
Mm,
never was at a pinnacle with him. You remember, I was like, I'm 9 years older than him. If he needs to let him have his life, and I never put obligation on him of having to uphold any part of the relationship other than being himself.
mm, yeah.
So it's a constant moving mechanism
Mm.
and growing. I love you, baby. Merry Christmas. What were you going to say, Adam?
I came across something recently, and it was very helpful for me. I've had a really kind of rough 6 months, and once I found this, it completely changed my way of dealing and operating. And it's not, I don't know why I get to these pinnacles, as you say, um, but it was something. Seth Godin, who I've mentioned on the podcast before, uh, it was just a very quick email he sent out, and he said, "Is it a problem or is it a situation? Problems have
Hmm.
solutions. Problems can be fixed. Situations just are. And a lot of the times when you are stressed and banging your head against the wall is because you're trying to fix a situation and you think it's a problem. So, is it something that can be fixed? Then fix it. And it may take time. It may take a lot of time, but it does have a solution. Or it just is. And you have to just accept what is and stop banging your head against the wall. And once I started doing that, I could literally sit back and assess, does this have a solution? I just haven't found it yet. Or is just this something that you have to change? The world is not
Hmm.
going to change around you in a lot of things. There are things that you can change, and there are things that will never change, and you have to change. And it's just a reiteration of the same thing of like, be like a reed and bend, don't be inflexible. But it was really lovely for me to kind of go, ah, right, that's never going to change. So stop beating yourself up trying to find a solution for it. And yeah, feel better about that. All the same thing. All the same
It's
thing.
amazing. It's amazing how when you come into contact with things not being a problem, and removing the idea of hope, like, and because this is the other thing. It's like we get taught problem solve,
Yeah.
don't give up hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Indeed.
we've inherited a program that is dysfunctional.
Yes. Yeah. Which is interesting because how do you go to COP28 without hope? So substituting what hope means for something else. Because hope is not hope has become in our estimation utopian. That versus and that's where a lot of people are like, oh, you went to cop, you hypocrites, you did this thing and blah blah blah. It's like, well, thank you. First off, thank you for your contribution on climate change. Your contribution is very valuable as a troll behind your computer, as an anonymous person, as we try to do something. But to go there and see, like, yes, there were lobbyists there. There were absolutely lobbyists there. There's a lot of hypocrisy there. But for every one oil lobbyist, there were three activists or scientists or people actually doing something, because there there
Yeah.
there is actually a solution to these problems. And it's not about hope, it's about survival. It's about it's about tomorrow, it's about your children, it's all those things. So it's not
But I think
utopian.
it's also a situation. We're in a situation.
A lot of it is a situation. A lot of it is, and those realizing what is going to be changed and what can be changed and what cannot will not be changed. Yeah,
And I love what I loved about the whale project is when it was talking about once people understood that whales were sentient beings,
I
whale
love that. Yeah,
assassination
stopped.
virtually ended.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful, really beautiful stuff.
So Uh, and for y'all who who have been asking, how was Cop? How was Cop? How was Cop? I think for me, um, I feel like our company has a new mission
Mm,
because we've been enlisted, and at this point there's no turning back.
mm.
So sustainability and uh, climate change is a part of the company. So we need to look at our mission statement, Adam Marple.
Well, we need to look at our mission statement anyway. It's 13 years old at this point, and pre the majority of our company being members of the company, or our post 2020 podcast plus production um, life. So yeah, we definitely need to relook at our mission statement. It's time. Yeah,
Wow. So we've we've come to the end of the year. We've done a podcast a week, a week,
every week, not missed one.
a
Every week
week.
for three
How many
years.
podcasts are we up to now?
We are over 200. I think this is 206 or 7 maybe. Yeah, we didn't
We
even
are
have time to
over
sell
200.
we didn't even have time to celebrate our 200th podcast because we were in the midst of putting up productions and stuff. So I think number
We were
200
no, we
was
celebrated on an interview. We had an interview. We were talking
it
to
was
Noor.
no, I think it was Sabina. I think we were talking to Sabina, but like yeah, episode 201 was her play, and so we didn't even have time to like say like this is number 200 because we were just doing so much stuff these last 3-4 months, the busiest we've been in 13 years.
It's true. Yeah, yeah, and the most
Yeah,
productive.
yeah. And I don't, I mean, Jack's gonna say please no, but like I would love if these last 4 months were representative of what every 4 months were in the company. Like I wish we were putting up that much work. I'm saying I wish we had the ability to be sustainably to do that long
Because
term as a
sustainability
company.
is part of our company. So
Yes, it's not just about Earth sustainability. It's also about human sustainability.
exactly.
We all basically got COVID or the flu or on death's door after Dubai, just draining ourselves from the last 4 months, but feeling good about the work as well, feeling really proud of what we were all able to do. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did I just segue?
I certainly hope you segued. I mean,
Did I just seg? Well, we had a long intro because they
it was a
ain't
long
heard us
intro.
talking in a long time. We had to catch up
It's true.
because there were things that needed to be said. Okay, there were things that needed to be said.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we talking about today, Adam Marple?
We're just reviewing 2023, like what the company did this year, who we talked with on the podcast, what this podcast became, and talking about where I think we as a company have leveled up this year and what that means for 2024, hopefully going forward.
I love that. I think a year in review.
A year in review, exactly.
So
Yeah.
how do you want to do that? Do you wanna go through the because Jack so beautifully like
Jack made
organized
this
us.
exactly. He made this beautiful thing for us to refer back to of who we had on the podcast, what we talked about, book club, notable episodes, and also events. And I think that's thank you, Jack, because it's hard to go back. What did we do in March? Did we do something in March? Because these last 3-4 months are very very on top of our mind. But like what happened in June? Who knows? We did a lot
So
this
I
year.
think we did, and I think we should take a break. We should take a break,
Okay.
come back, and go through our list. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
For the last time I'm saying this year, in the year 2023,
The year of our Lord, 2023.
the year of our Lord, 2023, inshallah, you are listening to the stereo sounds of JDB. Jack David Burmeister. back. Wow, Jack, how did you come up with new music after all you've been doing? You
Yeah,
have an
right.
entire nude soundtrack of music?
Really? Christmas and Kwanzaa at the same time? It's
Christmas and
beautiful,
Kwanzaa.
Jack.
How did you do that? How did you do Christmas
Yeah.
and Kwanzaa? First of all, I want to know where you found the music. And oh, you probably made that music, Christmas Kwanzaa.
Mhm.
Well, no,
Mhm.
I would I would pose a Christmas Mahana Kwanzaa
Mhm.
for
Chris
you next
Mahana
time.
Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Mahana Kwanzaa for the next time. But Kwanzaa and Christmas, very lovely. Good
Mhm.
job. Good job, baby boy. Good job. You can come back to mama, come back to mama's teeth, and I'll give you more milk.
Wow.
I have to feed my children.
Indeed. Indeed.
So, Adam, all right. So
Mm-hmm.
last year we had a lot going on.
You mean this year we had a lot going on, or last year we had a lot going
Oh,
on?
well, it's already. I mean, this year.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like it's already last year. I'm
I
already in
know.
2024. I'm
I
already in
know. I know.
2024.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
I am booked, highly flavored,
If you want to be.
favored,
Hmm.
blessed, highly favored, booked, and
Yes.
blessed.
Yes. 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 Yes.
My flavor is chocolate love. Okay,
Hmm.
so what happened this year at a Marple?
I mean, where do we even begin? I don't. So
Should we start
much
with the
happened this
guests?
year.
Let's start with our
Let's start
guests.
with the
Let's
guests.
start with our
Okay.
guests.
So
Okay.
we did two things in terms of we had guests, and then we also had the grad school series. So we can talk
Yes.
about our guests that we had this year. Um, so Janelle Chu and Shalia Latour,
My
amazing
girls.
actresses, amazing
I call
ladies,
them Jalea.
teachers.
Janelle and
Hmm.
Shalia. Jalea.
Hmm.
Jalea management. Those my ladies. Those my queens.
Yeah.
Those my girls. Those my number one ace buco home skillet girls. Oh, hey.
Having a great conversation with them about, and this was when the actors strike was still on, so they were on the front lines
Yes.
talking about what it meant to
Just
them.
before. No, it was just before. Remember, they were like, I think we're going on strike.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just before. They were like, I think we're going on strike.
Indeed. Yeah.
And they laid down why. Why?
Yeah. But hopefully, those things have been taken care of for at least 2 years, so they can get back to work. And it was good to hear from them what their complaints or their grievances were, and what their thoughts of AI were in that respect. But also what it means to also be teachers, teaching
Yeah.
young artists as well. So that was really lovely conversation with
And they were
them.
talking about what we were doing in Maine for the Encompass Collective and
Hmm.
the visit. So for y'all who want to do the Encompass Collective and the visit, go to the Celebration Barn website, look in the show notes, and sign up for the wait list. It's already getting full, so
Yeah.
sign up now if you want to come to the visit. If you want to do the Encompass Collective retreat, sign up now. There's only
Indeed.
limited spaces. I think there's only like 12 or 14 spaces. So get on that list.
Mm, indeed. Yeah.
Who's next?
Jen Hammond, what a great conversation that was to have with her. She was
Uh
just releasing her book that was coming out, but
her
also
app and the
her
book.
app.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, those were great conversations. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't she? There's also a discount code for the app. So go to
Yes.
that episode 179, and you can get the discount code. She made an app specifically for
For
actors,
actors. Exactly.
working actors. Voice warm-ups, different half-hour warm-ups, 5-minute warm-ups, cool down warm-ups, cool down, not warm-ups,
Hmm.
warm downs,
Hmm.
cool
Cool
downs,
down. Cool
cool
downs.
down, cool downs, just cool it down.
Warm
Ooh, Jen
downs.
Hammond,
Warm downs
warm
and cool
downs,
ups.
warm
Cool
downs
ups.
and cooler. This ain't nothing but a warm down and a cool up.
Exactly.
Is that what you call
Yeah.
it in Georgia? Is that how you say it in Georgia?
Nope.
This ain't nothing but warm downs and cool up, boy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then who do we have after that?
Winnie the Pooh himself, Eugene Ma. What a
Our
great
Pooh Bear.
exactly. What a great conversation. And not only was it a great conversation, which we should talk about
The
the great conversation.
most shared episode of the
Yes.
year.
Well, it helps that he has his own audience as well that want to hear what he has to say. But and I don't want to I don't want to discount for Eugene, but we got one of the greatest gifts this year as a company in the addition of Christy Karen
Oh,
Chang. Thank you,
Christy
Christy.
Carrot
Yeah,
Tang.
yeah,
Our producer. Our producer.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, when in doubt, go with the Hong Kong girls. Hong
Mm-hmm.
Kong girls. Hong Kong girls. Eugene Ma, Hong Kong boy. The
Yeah.
honkies will take care of you. Hong Kong people.
Christy was like Moses. She just moved things out of the
Oh,
way and made things
ah,
happen. Yeah. So
ah, ah. Eugene Ma,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you for
Gun si
that.
fa chai. Thank you, brother. Oh, and by the way, Eugene Ma will be coming back. He's joining the company. He's joining the board. He's
Excellent,
in like Flynn.
excellent.
So there's a
Love
lot
him,
more.
love him, love him, love him, love him. He's fantastic. Yeah,
Yes.
he was lovely to
And
have
then who
on.
was after Eugene Ma?
So this is when we were in Singapore, and we had my really good friend, my sister Adriana Bear, on, and it was
Ah,
so lovely to see her after so long
yeah.
and see what she's up to.
She's
Yeah.
amazing. And it's interesting. I have someone that was talking. Oh, it was Fabio. Fabio was talking to me about that episode, and because she really goes into the
Mm-hmm.
burnout that happens in our work,
Yes.
and how we institutionalize burnout
Mm-hmm.
in what we do.
Yeah.
And so and you know, and how she has managed around it and become a life coach around it and an acting coach and prepping for uh 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 grad school coach. You know, she's fantastic. Yes, Adam. Yes, Adam. Adam has just learned. Adam
No, no.
just learned that he's got special powers when he puts his thumbs up. I
It's
don't
like
have
Zoom.
them.
Zoom does this. I didn't mean to do a thumbs up. I just had my
But we're not
but
on Zoom. We're
I know.
on Riverside.
Anyway.
Stop it. You're making me jealous. Stop it. Stop it. Just
Okay.
stop it. How
Yeah.
dare you have capabilities that I don't have?
Sorry, 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 sorry.
But the most important thing, I think, you need to go to episode 189 and get that discount code.
From Adriana, yes, her audition package for grad schools. She does that. She's lovely. I mean, she's one of the nicest. Just I don't want to say gentle because she definitely can cut through and get to a problem, but she's so smart and so willing and so capable. And she was really lovely to come onto the podcast and speak with us and give this discount code. So go and support her. She's awesome.
So go to these episodes and give yourself a Christmas gift.
Mm,
Episode 179, the actors app.
yeah,
Episode 189, actors preparation for grad school. Give yourself a
yeah.
Christmas gift. Go to those episodes. Go to those episodes.
Speaking of grad school, we started something this
Oh my
year.
god, did I
What a lovely
segue
segue. What a
again?
lovely segue.
Oh my god.
We started something this year that we will be continuing. We've already got the
Yes.
guests lined up, but we started with. I mean, we have friends all over. Of course, these are bringing them on to introduce them to you. But we were able to have two heads of grad school programs on to really talk about not only their work but also where they work and what they're looking for in actors now. So we had Evan Yonulis from Juilliard and Andrew Borba from UC Irvine. Great episodes, and Evan's episode was the most downloaded episode this year. People
Evan's
were
episode was fantastic.
really wanted some tea on Juilliard, so people were
Yeah.
definitely downloading that a lot. Yeah,
And you know, and it was deeper than tea. It was wisdom
it
because
was.
Evan is a consummate artist herself, you know,
Hmm.
and it was like sipping tea with the master.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
I highly recommend you go to episode 157 and listen to Evan. She is fantastic. She's fantastic. And Andrew
Oh,
Borba for UC Irvine, episode
love Andrew.
172.
Love Andrew.
Andrew's wild. He's crazy. He's fun. He's a fantastic actor. You can actually see him on what was the one? What was my favorite one? Uh um
Uh,
the
uh,
one the
Straight Outta Compton.
yeah, Straight Outta
Is the
Compton,
end?
where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
plays the reporter.
yeah. The white reporter. That's him.
The white
Yeah,
he's always that white guy.
he's always that white guy. No, but I love
But he's
Andrew. Like
also a fantastic master teacher.
yeah, I love Andrew. We continued the conversation. He and I continued the conversation afterwards, and he's joined the Sustainable Theater Network, and like really like super keen and on board with what we're doing as a company. It's not just they're our friends and they're coming on here. Like they're interested in what we're doing because we're interested in what they're doing, and we're all trying to basically do the same thing. So how can we help each other out? So it was
And
really
they
lovely
are
to
our
have him.
friends. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
We walk with kings and queens. Hello. Oh,
Indeed, indeed.
and the education around what we do is fantastic.
Mm, indeed.
If I say
Yeah.
so myself.
If I say so myself. Yes, 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 yes.
And my next segue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's your next segue?
Did we read some books?
Some of us listened to some books and some of us read some books.
That's reading. That's reading. That's reading. I want you to know this right now. Do not ableist my shit.
I just wouldn't call it reading. I
Listening
would
to an
call it
audio, it is
listening.
reading. It's reading.
I think literally the definition of reading is different than listening, but there's nothing wrong with listening. There's nothing
Can you pull up
ableist
the
about
definition
that.
of reading right now? Call Miss Webb. Call her.
Oh,
Call Marion.
jeez.
Reading.
The action or skill of reading, written or printed material that can be read.
Mm-hmm.
So written or printed. It doesn't say anything about listening. Again, there's nothing wrong with
So
listening.
it can be, but it's read. It's read.
The act of reading is a physical act with the eyes, not an act of the ears.
I
Anyway,
do it with my ears.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
calling
It doesn't
Miriam,
matter.
and she's wrong. Miriam's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. Again, everyone, I just want you to point out that when Budi is wrong, he says that other people are wrong. So just want to have that out there for 2024. He cannot accept if he's wrong. He has to have the dictionary as wrong. Okay. So anyway, we did.
Adam,
we read some
betrayal.
books this year. We read some books.
Are you giving away my secrets? How dare you give my secrets away?
There's no secrets at all. You're listening to books are perfect. It's perfectly fine. I listen to podcasts all day, every day.
Yeah, but listening to podcasts and listening to reading is different because when you're listening to reading, someone's reading.
Someone is. You're
you're
not
listening to it. Yeah, yeah. You're listening to it.
You're listening to reading.
I am reading through osmosis.
Watching baseball is not the same as playing baseball.
The brain doesn't know anything different. Brain doesn't know any different. The brain does not know anything different.
Sure. Yes, we read lots of books this year. We read 8 books specifically, and we shared them. We shared these books with you, and hopefully you read them as well. Hopefully you also found some value in them. These were the 8 books that influenced us the most as artists this year. Not just this year, but in our life. We chose
Just
the
in
8
general.
books.
Yeah.
That helped us as artists, helped us become the artists that we want to become, we are today. And we shared them with you. And very, very quickly, Keith Johnstone's Impro, David Ball's Backwards and Forwards, Michael Chekhov's
Give the
To
episode so they
Actor.
can give the episode so they can go to it. They can write it down.
Okay. Keith Johnstone's Impro, episode 164. David Ball's Backwards and Forwards, episode 168. Michael Chekhov's To the Actor, episode 173. Anne Bogart's A Director Prepares, 177. Stephen Wong's An Acrobat of the Heart, 182. Liz Lerman's Critical Response Process, 186. Gangaji's You Are That, episode 190. And Priya Parker's The Art of Gathering, episode 194. Yeah.
Yes. So go back, read the books, and then go back to those conversations and see how you feel about what we said. And give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to hear. Maybe it's not in real time, as we normally do it, but we would love to hear if this meant something to you or you have questions about this. Obviously, they were important for us, and we've thought a lot about them and read them again recently, so we can speak to some of the issues or questions or problems or conundrums or conversations that came up from that. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Hmm.
And we've got so uh, Jakina feels that these are our notable episodes.
Noticeable because of how many downloads we have, or notable because they were I don't know, intriguing, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know.
So we've got the actor's spiritual
By downloads.
practice.
The Actor's Spiritual Practice, episode 153, where I think this is a solo episode for you.
Oh, that's me.
That's you, yes.
Ooh, I had a lot of downloads.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I
notice
was.
notice my viewpoints episode isn't anywhere on this notable episode list. Nobody cares
That's
about
because it took you
viewpoints too,
forever to finish it. It took you forever to finish it, so they didn't know where they were going.
because nobody knew. Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. It was just we had a break, and I needed to do something.
Oh,
Anyway,
I listened to it and I thought it was amazing.
I'm not jealous or mad at my audience at all.
Yes,
No.
that means you're a real artist. Speaking of
Mm.
which, I have read The Portrait of Dorian Gray twice since our conversation with um um uh Sabina.
Interesting. Hmm.
It's so good. It's
Interesting.
so good. Adam, go back to it. Read it.
Okay.
Read it. And let's have a chat about it. Maybe
Okay.
maybe it could be on our book list. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about the artist and the spectator and colonization that Oscar Wilde beautifully. And I think the other thing about it, I'm now and I'm gonna stop because we're going to talk about this if we put it in the book list, is that he's so brilliantly and uh without shame and unabashedly takes on the perspective of character.
Mm.
Like some of his characters, I'm like, fuck, you have to really go into a dark place to think these things.
Mm. That's an empathetic artist, though,
Yeah,
to be able to put yourself
fantastic.
in the shoes of the villain and also give
And
them humanity.
Oscar Wilde, y'all. Oh, do you know? I heard a recording of Oscar Wilde's voice. There's
Is it
one
high and?
recording.
I think it's high
It's
and
like
squeaky,
this,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
talks like this, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
He
Yeah.
talks like this.
Yeah.
He was totally thinking body. He was trapped in his thinking body. It's this.
I love that when Daniel Day Lewis was preparing for Abraham Lincoln and Lincoln, everybody he went back and everybody talks about Abraham Lincoln's voice being high and reedy. So then he did that. Everybody's just like, oh, that's a bad performance. It's like, no, it's actually probably a true performance. There's so many recordings of people that you think have different voices. Teddy Roosevelt
But
has
I
a high
love.
and squeaky voice as well. Yeah.
But let's talk about like I love how people are judging Abraham Lincoln's voice. You don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know what he sounds like.
He was a little busy with some other things to be taking some voice lessons. It was what it was.
I mean, I mean, ending slavery. I mean,
You
that's
know,
or do my trimmer work.
you're right. Exactly. He didn't have time to
My voice
destructure
exercise.
while leading the Civil War. He didn't.
He was already trying to restructure.
No, exactly. So yeah,
Hello.
Oscar Wilde was busy trying to avoid jail time for being who he was. He couldn't.
Hello.
He couldn't
Because he
warm
was
up
a
his
what?
voice.
Sodomite.
Wow, judgmental much?
No, this the facts, honey. Just the facts. That's why he talked like this.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
What other episodes? So we also have the artistic life you want.
Episode 166.
The
Yeah.
artistic life you want.
How to build that career, that not career, but the life, how to build a life as an artist. So these are all they all kind of have a similar kind of thing of spiritual practice. So it's not about getting a job, it's not about the job itself, it's about being an artist, it's about living as an artist. All of these, the actor's warm up and cool down, the student to colleague, they all have a similar kind of theme, though. It's interesting that those are the notable episodes that Jack picked.
I think we need to start doing more episodes like that because clearly our audience loves them.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah.
Actors warm up and cool down, episode 170, and
Yeah.
the student to colleague, episode 188.
Yeah. 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 And just as a kind of a really quick kind of sidetrack, when we did student to colleague, this was when we were in Singapore, and we were working with our former students who are now full-fledged members of the company, who we got
Yeah.
to live as a company with, as a family. It
My
was a family. It was
girls.
so lovely to
My
be a company,
girls.
a true international family living together for a week, for more than a week, for 10 days. It was
My
great. Yeah.
Indonesian queen, Romana. My Russian princess, Christina. My Indian goddess, Ritasha. And my Filipino
Mama.
lady,
My mom, or mama, the mama of
mama,
the group,
Filipino
Jimby.
mama, lady mama,
Yeah.
lady mama, Jim B.
Mom,
Ah,
sir.
my girls,
Yeah.
mom, sir,
Mom, sir. They were
my
fantastic.
girls. Oh my God, we had so much fun. It was
It
like being at
was.
theater camp.
It was like being at theater camp. Better than being at theater camp. Yeah.
It was better than being. It was better than that movie theater camp, which really upset me. I thought it was gonna be funnier.
I thought so too. I watched it on the plane back to
I
Cairo.
thought it was gonna be like Waiting for Guffman. I wanted it to be so much
No.
funnier,
No.
and I didn't. I didn't get a good deep laugh.
No.
It was just like, come on, come
No.
on.
So sad, not sexy.
So so sad, not sexy la.
Hmm.
Well, we have things coming up though. We have things coming up.
Oh, we got so many things coming up. So many things coming up.
So many things. Okay, what are the so many things we have coming up?
This next year, 2024?
Yes, 2024.
Oh Lord. Well, we will be announcing our audio play series again soon. That'll be taking place
Mm-hmm.
again. We will also be doing our Bali summer retreat again. We'll be announcing more
Yes, in
times for that
August.
soon. Yes.
Yes,
Um,
August 2024.
that's
So
right.
mark your calendars, everyone. There's a wait list. The people are on wait list. Mark your calendars.
Yeah. This wait list is so long, it may as well just be who is coming at this point. So if you're not on this wait list, you are
Get on it.
SOL. I'm sorry. You are SOL.
No, you're not. Get on the wait list. The wait list exists for a reason.
Yeah.
It's interest.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paid nothing. Ain't nobody put no money down.
But the
It's
interest is there.
interest.
The interest is there. We will be going back to COP 29 in Baku, Azerbaijan, in late November, December.
Yeah.
God, what else? The question whether we will do the book club again. Obviously, the grad school
I think we
series.
should do the book. Why do you don't want to do the book club again? You don't like
No,
reading books?
I love reading books. Of course, I do. I just want to make sure that the audience feels the same way. So, um,
I think that because we're an educational podcast, we need to do our book club.
okay, all right, all right.
And and I mean, what I mean, like we're guaranteed to. How many books was that? How many books did we read? How much
Eight,
was it?
eight,
Two,
eight
eight.
books.
We read at least 8 books this year. That's good.
It's true.
That's a
It's
good
true.
tick box for me. I read at least 8 books and them some with the finishing the PhD. But at least I'll
Indeed.
keep reading books
Yes. Yes.
because
Indeed.
reading is what
Fundamental.
fundamental.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
We put the fun
Oh,
in fundamental.
we put the mental and fun.
Hmm.
I think the look. I'm gonna say there's another notable episode that Jakina did not put on this because I think he's just being humble.
What's that?
The Earth Turns.
Oh, well, that's in our events. Yes. Our events page.
I-
He
Is it in
mentions it there.
events?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good, good, good. Okay, so let's keep going then,
Okay.
cause
So, yeah, Earth Turns. This was a production that I did in at COP27 in Sharm el Sheikh. I also did it in Cairo in March of this year. And then I had some extra money that the British Council had given me that I had to spend, and I threw it to Jack and I said, "I'm just going to record some stuff and I'm going to send it to you over the year, over like 6 to 8 months, and you've got to design something." While doing Fringe Festival, while doing Audio Play Festival, in preparation for COP28. So here you go, Jack. And what a beautiful, beautiful piece this is. I'm really proud of this piece.
it's
Um,
amazing.
it's lovely. It's
Who's
so
the
gorgeous.
singer?
Tasneem. Oh, Tasneem. Oh my.
Tasneem, everyone.
Go. Yeah, you should go. Like, she's phenomenal. Tasneem Lady.
Should be in the
God,
show notes.
her voice. I love that song. I want more. I wanted more, and this is all we could get from her. So yeah.
So amazing. So amazing. And I think I think it's time for us to put in our Grammy nomination. I'm just saying.
Right. Right. Yep.
It's time for the
Uh,
Peabody. It's time for the Grammy.
Grammy Award winning Theater of Others podcast. Yes.
If any of y'all know of any other places that we can submit this episode to, their Earth Turns, let us know because it's that good, y'all. It's that good. What
It's
episode is it?
it's it is episode oh, Jack, you did put it. This would have been 2 episodes ago, so 205, I think it is, maybe something like that. Jack will text us in 1 second. Um yeah, but this was very recent. This was only a couple of weeks ago. If you're listening to this in real time, um I guess I could just look it up myself. Why don't I do that very quickly?
Oh, so lazy.
Uh,
Lazy white man.
204, episode 204, The Earth Turns, an audio play for COP27. Yeah.
Yes, listen to it. It's so good. And do what they say. Get yourself a
Mm,
leaf, put yourself aside, and give yourself. Think of it as you're going to the theater.
mm.
You're going to the theater. It's not just like you sit and do things. You're actually going to the theater. It's an hour and a half of going to the theater.
And we made it in chapters so that you can stop and start it. You don't have to, just listen to it in one full go. Although listening to it in one full go is lovely. But yes, we
I
do want you
highly
to,
recommend you listen to it in one full go.
we want you to be in a mental place where you can do that. So like if you're at the gym, maybe not the best place to be listening to this episode.
No,
You
no, no,
know?
no.
Yeah.
I recommend you do it in one full go because when you get to the end, it all comes together in this it's
Yeah.
like as a turning earth. You feel the earth. You feel the earth.
Yeah.
How many countries are represented in this piece, Adam?
15 countries, people from every single continent. This is truly the most international piece we had done. Um, and yeah, it took us 8 months to pull it all together, recording people, getting good recordings, and Jack designing it amongst many, many other things he was doing this year. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Grammy worthy. Grammy worthy. And
Yeah.
then we also had our audio new play festival.
Oh, I too am an ancestor. What a beautiful selection of plays we had this year. We had some return visitors, and we had two new people that love the work that they've all done. We had Fire Speak by Fraser Shepardson. Let me pull these episode numbers up
Liza.
again. Fraser. Um, so this would have been episode 197. Fire Speak by Fraser Shepardson. Barrel House, episode 199 by Cam Henderson.
Directed by
Episode,
Shulia Latour.
that's right. Episode 201, Sob Story by Sabina Girardi. And episode 203, Meet Me at Liberation by Nour El Kaptan. Beautiful, beautiful works. Really proud of these pieces. Um, and, new members of the family, new others, new stories.
New others, baby. New others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that everything?
I mean, other than Bright Light Burning, just that little thing that we did.
Just that little play we did where we witnessed real time feedback from policy changers and
Yeah.
makers and
Yeah.
scientists.
Bringing 14 artists from all over the world to Dubai for 10 days to perform for scientists and policy change makers and actually see in real time hearts and minds change and be open to something else was it's rewarding. It's one of those things where like, this is why we do it. Finally kind of made sense. Um, I have a beautiful play that Stephen Galtney had written for our company um, and live streamed. We were able to live stream it. So maybe you've seen it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You can find it on our Theater of Others page.
That
Um,
last performance at the museum, is it up
it's
yet?
not uploaded yet because this was the one that we couldn't live stream. So it's now being compiled and edited together, but it's not up yet. But it will be. I think that's actually the best performance besides the Blue Zone, which nobody will be able to get to see, unfortunately.
You can see snippets where Christina posted
Christina
on,
on Instagram, yeah,
because Christina's actually recording me during the
the play,
during the show
yeah,
because she plays a reporter. So there's actually footage from us in the Blue Zone.
indeed, yeah. But yeah, we had such a great time, such a really lovely, amazing experience as a company, as a family, um, and our work, and really kind of taking a step up in terms of what it is that we're doing as a company this year. Yeah, what a great way to end 2023.
Wow, just wow.
Just wow. Pat
Yeah.
pat on our backs, but actually, it's a pat on the audience's back as well. We would not be here. We would not be doing any of this without the listeners, without the audience, without our
I
fans,
mean,
without
seriously,
the
like
people.
the two guys with the idea.
Yeah. Pandemic podcast. We see each other every single week anyway. Why don't we just start recording our conversations and then 207
Because we
episodes
are that
later?
interesting. We are that interesting.
Sometimes we are.
So, do you see my T-shirt?
I see it's rock paper scissors with two roosters. Yeah. Okay.
So that's the T-shirt do you remember my story in Madrid?
Yes. Yes.
This is the T-shirt that was in the window.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This T-shirt changed my life.
Yeah.
Um, if you come back next year, I'll give you the T-shirt story. But also next year, I'll be teaching a workshop in February.
Online workshop, Theater of Others online workshop with Budi. That's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for all of y'all around the world who've been wanting to work with me, I'm going to be doing a workshop in February. So we'll be letting you know in the new year what exactly that is.
That's right. We will also be doing Stephen Galtney's adaptation workshop again, which was
Bow.
really lovely and really well attended and helped some of our audio play festival people prepare for the audio play festival. He'll be doing that, and
Mhm.
we'll have other workshops we'll be announcing as well. Again, what can we do in 2024 to top 2023? Well, just wait around, you'll see.
Just wait around and you'll see. But in the meantime, have a happy Christmas. Have a happy Christmas. And if you really want to get a hold of us during this time, if you've been inspired by something, you can get a hold of us. How, Adam Marple?
By going to speakpipe.com/theater of others. Again, speakpipe.com/theater of others, theater with an R-E, theater of others, all one word. Leave a
Mm.
90-second voice message there. We'll play it on air. If you don't want to leave a voice message, but you still want to be in contact with us, you can send an email to podcast@theaterofothers.com. We are also on, as we've mentioned before, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our
We're on the
website.
gram, y'all.
So there's many ways to get in contact with us. We love hearing from you. We miss the contact with you, the experiences with you. But the only way to know about all of the amazing things that we've got planned in 2024 is to do what, Booty?
Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.
What's going to say? Just once?
Subscribe.
That's ready to go. Okay.
Hey, You know what you need to do, y'all.
That's right.
You know what you need to do. It's the end of the year. You know what you need to do. Subscribe.
You're not
We
new to
do this
podcasts.
every week.
You
We
know
ain't
how
new to
podcasts work.
podcasts.
You know how podcasts work.
You know what to do. You know what to do. Don't say you don't know. You do know. You know. Don't say you don't know. You do know. Oh, because we come to your inbox week. Week. Week for 3 weeks. 3 years.
Indeed.
3 weeks.
Indeed.
Week for 3 weeks. 3 years. Who knows? 3 weeks. 3 years. Every month. Once a week. And if you like us, if you really like us, you know what to do. Do what my Uber driver does. Give me 5 stars. You give me 5 stars. I give you 5 stars. I give me 5 stars. I give you 5 stars. You give me 5 stars. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. 5 stars. It's a win-win. It's an all win the sum of the game.
Yep.
Right, Adam Marple?
Whatever you say, Budi.
What you mean, whatever I say? And it's an all win. Everyone sums the game up.
Indeed. Exactly.
Peut-être. And all win some in the game. And if you really like us and 5 stars is not enough, leave us a comment. Be like, oh, these boys throw down. Oh my God. If I could give 5.1 star, I would. I'm just going to give that 0.1 in this comment.
There you go.
It goes into the algorithm. We
helps.
algorize. It
helps.
algorithms. And it goes. It gets all mixed up into the matrix. People say people are listening. People are listening. They are commenting. They are starring. And you know what that does? That brings up our rating as well. It is a win, 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 win game.
That's right.
And we would become the 1 percentile, the top 1 percentile podcast on the planet.
That's right. We will.
And you know what happens when that happens, Adam Marple?
I do know.
Who do we get? Oprah. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And after Oprah, who do we get?
Queen Bee.
Beyonce. Exactly. The B. The Virgo. We get the Virgo. And then who do we get after the Virgo?
Michelle Obama.
Exactly. Michelle Obama. So it's
in your best interest to just go ahead and, leave us a comment and give us 5 stars. It's for you. We are not interested in Oprah. We know that you're interested in Oprah. So it's not for us.
It's a no-brainer.
That's right.
No brain. It's no brain. Okay. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. May your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Merry Christmas, Adam.
Merry Christmas, Budi.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll talk to you soon.
Next week.
Hey, for the new year. I'll see you in the new year.
I'll see you in 2024.
Oh my God, stop it. And for y'all, we'll be in your inbox. What? Week and next week. Bye!
Thanks for joining us this week on the Theater Brothers podcast. Make sure to visit our website, theaterbrothers.org, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. A special thank you to Purple Planet for the music you've heard. The Theater Brothers creates a shared community of artists and audiences for the purposes of exploring the most profound issues of our lives and times. We believe the play watches the audience. The audience is necessary, and they are witness to what happens. And you get to be witness to us making that happen. The purpose of this podcast is to open up our process and let you in. We're peeling back the curtain, so to speak, and encouraging encouraging you to follow along, to ponder, prod, and question, to join us and criticize us if need be. Being a witness is no passive task and requires much from you. Are you up for the journey? Be sure to tune in next week for our next journey.